Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. I'm Jessica, and I'm so glad you're joining us today. We have a very special episode lined up as we dive into a topic that touches us all: effective time management. Whether you're a busy professional, a student, or just someone who wants to get more out of each day, this discussion is for you. I'm thrilled to introduce my guest today, Alex. Alex is a great conversationalist who loves exploring everyday strategies that can transform our routines. Today, we're not just talking about time management. We're going to unpack real-life experiences, share practical tips, and even explore some cool phrases and vocabulary that can help you master your schedule. So stick around, and let's make every minute count. And for our amazing audience, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We love hearing your thoughts and stories on time management too, so please feel free to share in the comments. Let's jump right in.
Alex, let's start with the basics. When we talk about effective time management, what do you think it really means in our everyday lives?
Great question, Jessica. To me, effective time management is about making conscious choices about how we invest our most valuable resource, time. It's about balancing work, rest, and play in a way that not only boosts productivity, but also keeps us energized and fulfilled.
I love that perspective. It's not just about cramming more tasks into our day, but about working smarter and being mindful of our mental and physical well-being. What are some common challenges you think people face when trying to manage their time effectively?
One big challenge is often setting unrealistic expectations. Many of us fall into the trap of overcommitting, which leads to stress and burnout. We might plan our day in the morning with all sorts of intentions, but without a clear strategy, it's easy to get sidetracked by distractions.
Absolutely. Distractions are a huge roadblock, and sometimes we even lose track of what's truly important. It becomes a juggling act between urgent tasks and those meaningful projects that we tend to procrastinate on. How do you suggest someone starts to identify their priorities?
I always recommend beginning with a simple exercise, listing out all your tasks and then categorizing them based on urgency and importance. This way, you can start to see which tasks demand immediate attention and which ones can wait. It's all about knowing where to focus your energy.
That makes so much sense. And I think it also helps us get a clearer picture of our daily routines. It's like untangling a knot. Once you identify the most crucial parts, you can work on them one step at a time. I've found that even small adjustments, like setting aside a specific block of time for deep work, can make a huge difference.
Yes, and speaking of deep work, it's essential to create boundaries. Let's face it, with smartphones and social media notifications, our focus can get shattered in an instant. Effective time management often means creating an environment that minimizes those interruptions.
Right on. Creating a distraction-free zone is key. Whether it's turning off notifications or designating a specific work area, these small tweaks can really help keep us on track. And let's not forget the importance of taking breaks. Regular intervals of rest not only prevent burnout, but also boost our creativity and productivity.
Exactly. It might seem counterintuitive to take time off when you have so much to do, but the science behind it is pretty clear. Rest is critical. It recharges your brain, making your work sessions more productive.
So, if I'm hearing you correctly, effective time management is really about creating a balanced routine. It's the art of making time for both work and life, setting realistic goals, and ensuring that we're not just busy, but also intentional with our actions.
Precisely. It's a continuous process of evaluating, adjusting, and sometimes even saying no to activities that don't serve your goals. It's all about mindfulness in how we approach our days. Let's talk about some useful phrases that can help you communicate more effectively. Time is of the essence. This phrase means that time is very important and should be used wisely, especially when there is a deadline. Example: when approaching a deadline, remember that time is of the essence, so prioritize tasks accordingly. Work smarter, not harder. This expression encourages finding more efficient ways to complete tasks rather than simply putting in more effort or longer hours. Example: instead of staying late at the office, try to work smarter, not harder, by planning your tasks more efficiently. Prioritize your tasks. This phrase advises you to determine which tasks are the most important and need to be done first. Example: before you start your day, prioritize your tasks to ensure that you're focusing on what really matters. Set clear boundaries. This means establishing limits between different areas of your life, such as work and personal time, to avoid stress or burnout. Example: to avoid burnout, it's important to set clear boundaries between work and personal time. Create a distraction-free zone. This expression refers to setting up an environment where you can focus without interruptions. Example: I turned off all my notifications to create a distraction-free zone, which helped me concentrate better. Recharge your batteries. This phrase is a metaphor for taking a break or engaging in activities that help you regain energy. Example: don't forget to take breaks throughout the day. It's essential to recharge your batteries. Mindful planning. This involves carefully organizing your day with thoughtful consideration of how to best use your time. Example: effective time management starts with mindful planning of your day, ensuring that every minute counts.
Now that we've explored what effective time management means and why it's so important, let's shift our focus to some actionable strategies and tools. Alex, what are some strategies you'd recommend to our listeners?
There are several approaches that can work wonders. One key strategy is to use time blocking. This means dividing your day into dedicated blocks for specific activities. It's a great way to ensure that you allocate enough time for both work tasks and personal activities.
Time blocking is such a powerful method. It really forces you to commit to a schedule and minimizes the likelihood of procrastination. Another strategy I've been trying lately is the Pomodoro technique. It's all about working in focused bursts, typically 25 minutes, followed by a short break. How do you feel about that?
The Pomodoro technique is excellent for maintaining concentration. It creates a rhythm and makes long work sessions feel more manageable. Plus, the breaks allow you to step back and clear your head, which can spark fresh ideas when you return to your tasks.
Exactly. And let's not forget digital tools. There are so many apps and planners out there designed to help us manage our time. I've personally used apps that remind me to take breaks or even track how much time I spend on each task. It's incredible how technology can support our efforts.
Definitely. Tools like calendar apps, task management software, and even simple timers can make a significant difference. They not only help you stay organized, but also provide a visual representation of your day, making it easier to see where adjustments might be needed.
I think one of the best parts of effective time management is that it's highly personal. What works for one person might not work for another. It's about experimenting and finding the right mix of techniques that suit your lifestyle and work style.
Absolutely. And it's also important to regularly review your schedule and strategies. Sometimes, what seemed effective last month might need tweaking now. Continuous improvement is key in managing your time effectively.
That's such a great point. It's like a living system. You have to adapt it as your life changes. What are some tips you'd share for staying flexible while still maintaining structure?
I'd say first, always plan for the unexpected. Leave some buffer time in your schedule for things that might pop up. Second, reflect on your day. Maybe at the end of the day, jot down what went well and what didn't. This reflection can help you make adjustments for tomorrow.
Buffer time is such a lifesaver. It helps prevent that overwhelming feeling when things don't go exactly as planned. And reflecting on your day not only highlights areas for improvement, but also celebrates small wins. It's all part of building a sustainable routine.
Exactly. And while we're talking about planning, one more thing I'd add is the importance of setting realistic goals. When you set goals that are too lofty, you risk discouragement. Instead, break them down into smaller, manageable steps that allow for steady progress.
That's a great insight, Alex. Breaking down goals into smaller tasks makes the process less intimidating and more rewarding as you check off each item. It's like constructing a puzzle. One piece at a time. You build the bigger picture.
Well said, Jessica. And I'd also suggest that our listeners remember to reward themselves. When you achieve a goal or stick to your schedule, take a moment to celebrate. Rewards help reinforce positive habits and keep you motivated in the long run.
Absolutely. Celebrating those little victories can really boost morale. It's amazing how effective time management, when done right, can not only increase productivity, but also enhance overall quality of life.
Time blocking. Time blocking is a technique where you divide your day into dedicated blocks of time, each assigned to a specific task or type of work. Example: I've started time blocking my day, dedicating specific hours to focused work, and it's made a huge difference in my productivity. Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique involves working in focused intervals, usually 25 minutes, followed by short breaks to maintain concentration and prevent burnout. Example: using the Pomodoro technique, I work for 25 minutes straight, then take a 5-minute break, which keeps my focus sharp. Buffer time. Buffer time refers to small periods scheduled between tasks or meetings to accommodate delays, transitions, or unexpected activities. Example: I always leave 15 minutes of buffer time between meetings to handle any unexpected delays or quick tasks. Continuous improvement. Continuous improvement is the practice of regularly evaluating and refining your work processes to enhance efficiency and effectiveness. Example: every evening, I review my schedule to see where I can make improvements for the next day. It's a practice of continuous improvement. Break down your goals. This phrase suggests dividing larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks to reduce overwhelm and track progress effectively. Example: instead of feeling overwhelmed, I break down my goals into smaller, achievable tasks that I can complete one by one.
As we wrap up today's episode, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to everyone for tuning in. Alex, I really appreciate your insights and the practical tips you've shared about effective time management. Today, we explored not only what time management means, but also delved into strategies like time blocking, the Pomodoro technique, and the importance of reflecting and adjusting your daily routines.
It's been a pleasure, Jessica. I hope our discussion inspires listeners to take control of their time and find a routine that works for them. Remember, effective time management isn't about perfection. It's about continuous improvement and being mindful of how you spend your day.
Absolutely. For those listening, I encourage you to try out some of these strategies and see what fits best with your lifestyle. Don't forget to leave a comment sharing your experiences or any questions you might have. Your feedback is invaluable and helps shape our future discussions. Thank you once again for joining us today. I'm excited about our next episode, where we'll dive into another topic that can transform your day-to-day life. Until then, stay mindful, stay organized, and remember, every minute counts. Goodbye, everyone, and see you next time.